And overall, what did you guys think about the way your team played tonight?
We got the win. That's always good. The 3 points always feels good. But honestly, the overall performance can be better. In next game it will be better. There's a lot of things we need to work on, but individually, it can always improve and always be better. But there's some things to work on. But we got the 3 points. That's all that really matters.
Yeah, Bailey pretty much hit the nail around the head. We're a team that's never satisfied. We're a team that always demands more. The players, the culture that we have is, it's just a culture that's never satisfied. We obviously want to win everything. We don't just want to win one game at a time. So the mindset going into the next one is just improve this week, build off of this performance. Yeah, we're happy with the win, but we're not satisfied with our performance, and that's something we want to address going forward into the next week.
You moved into the middle tonight. What is that adjustment like for you in terms of just seeing the game from the middle of the field rather than the left, and also from the communication aspect of being in the middle of the back line?
Yeah, it's nice because I speak a lot. My voice is pretty shot still from the Cal game. I've been a little under the weather, but I enjoy it. I think it highlights a lot of qualities that I have in my game in terms of just leadership. And just seeing things and being able to put people in right places, and just kind of making the game easier for everybody, just moving players around. And then I like how many aerial duels I go up for in a game, so that's always been a fun part of it. But obviously we miss Caesar. He's a great player, but we've got so many guys in our team that can fill into spots, more than just me. So it's something that I think we're pretty confident with.
Brock, I know we're familiar that you've played defender your whole career, but it sounds like you've played a lot of different roles along the back line, right? Can you go through that with us in your career and how much you played center back versus outside back and stuff like that?
Yeah, so this is actually my first time playing center back in college,
Okay.
Exclusively at one school. I played at Bradley. I was all over the field. And then at Bellarmine, I was a left back my sophomore year, and then right back for junior and senior year. And so, yeah, I've pretty much played everywhere. I've had a lot of different flavors of playing, getting high, inverting, being a part of a back three at times. But overall, in the summer when I play USL 2, that's where I played center back a lot. So I was able to get used to that role before I came into SMU, and I think that was able to help me a lot transitioning into this team. And so I just want to continue to get better at it. I know that's it's something that I can continue to improve on every single day. But Coach King, Coach Hudson, they do a great job of just driving us and helping us be better players week in and week out.
Your coaches always talk about how defending is an 11-man job. You gave up no shots tonight. So what was the key to your defensive performance, and did it look as good to you guys as it did on the stat sheet?
I didn't know that we did. That's crazy. That doesn't usually happen in games, but with our team, defense is a big thing we focus on, every single day. And, we made some tactical changes in the defensive shape, and, it helped us out today. So, there's always things you need to change from game to game, but I guess tonight it worked. So
Yeah, and just to kind of build off that, I think our effort to get to the second ball tonight was very good. I think our midfield did a great job of tracking guys and getting tackles. The only scary moment was when I tried to be somebody I wasn't and backheel a ball. Luckily, the VAR said it was outside the box. So, yeah, besides that, I thought it was a very clean game overall from us in the back. We cleared anything that came into the box. Defense held strong. Martin, we kept it easy for him. So, it was just overall an 11-man performance. It started with Millie, Brendan up top, just pressing, making the game hard on their center backs to play. And, when you make it hard on their back line to play balls, you have a pretty good chance with the other guys in front of us. So, yeah, I thought overall defensively we were good tonight.
Bailey, and I'd love to hear from you as well, Brock, but you've played with Neve and Freddie before. How much will it help this team to have them back and contributing here as you guys go through the back half of September and start to really ramp up into the key portion of conference play?
They're two very special players, and you can clearly, or like you feel like you're missing something. Needs gets the ball and goes straight to goal, which in the attacking third, it's what you need. And Freddie's very skillful. He's good on the ball, and he's gonna move around you. And not the fastest player ever, but he can get up there, and he causes teams trouble. So, it's good to see them back from injury and back in the squad.
I think it just highlights our depth overall in that position. Like, we have so many different players that we can put into those spots, and every one of them gives us a different flavor to our attack. And I think that's something that's really, really great about our squad, is that we can roll Jalen, we can roll Freddie in there, we can roll Neve in there, and we don't miss a beat when any guy or subs in. So it makes us a dangerous team through the course of 90 minutes through a whole season, when you have plenty of guys that you can just put into those spots.
You see your teammates every day, but for those of us who don't, Martin got his second start tonight, and he gets a shutout with technically facing no shots. How would you guys describe his game and the strengths of his game and what he brings to your team?
Yeah, I think I can speak for it because I hear him the whole game. Like, I think for me, the big moment was when I missed the header. Just his attitude. Like, that guy, he works so hard. He's worked so hard since the moment he stepped into this program, and I wasn't here to see it, but I saw his Instagram and just how he carries himself. And that guy, man, he just has such a positive attitude. He refuses to accept defeat. He refuses to make excuses. And so, like, when I'm hanging my head, he's coming over, picking me up, saying, "I need you," and he's just a great teammate. And ultimately, like, when you have a keeper behind you that just drives the energy, keeps guys' heads on, that's what you need. He's more than a player with his hands and feet, but just as a man, he's an incredible teammate, incredible human being.
Pushes the level every day, for sure. Great mentality. In the summers, he's, when we're doing the running, he's a goalkeeper, but he's the first guy and running, so he puts in the work every single day, and he sets the standard for sure in a lot of things. So yeah, we're happy to have him behind us.
You're now tied for the national lead in penalty kick goals.
PK Sparks.
So without giving away too many secrets, can you share anything about your approach? Do you scout opposing goalkeepers as far as PK tendencies, or do you know in your mind what you're going to do and it's up to him to adjust and try to respond?
A lot of the times I can tell where the goalkeeper's going to go beforehand. It's not just because, I don't watch them or look and see where they have dove and passed penalties or anything like that, but just, I'm confident when I'm up there, and, I'm confident in my ability, but I can usually get a sense of which direction they're going to go. So, so I like to change it up a little bit, I guess, tonight.
Did you take PKs for Solar or Sporting KC in the past?
I did not. I did not. I guess a little bit in Solar. I didn't score too many. But I was, I took more free kicks than anything back in my Solar days. But at Sporting, it was nothing. No corners.
Did you have to lobby for the job this year, or did the coaches come to you and say, "You're a senior, you're the guy for this"?
I put in the work after trainings. I try and hit at least 5 after a training or something like that, and just walk off the field and have a few penalties under my belt. But I think they could see that and saw that I wanted them, so they decided to put me on. And yeah.
All right, you started this by saying there are things to clean up, and you've got Virginia Tech, which is 17th in the country, coming in Friday. I know you haven't had a chance to watch this game yet, but what are some of the things you'd like to clean up between now and Friday?
I think just getting a goal, honestly. There's always things building, and you can dive into all the tactics. And I think just to put it flat out there, we need to score more goals. We need to be more deadly going forward. It's no secret. So I think just finding a bit of ruthlessness to us, just really getting after a team. We've been able to get after teams and score first the last few games. But it's just keeping that mentality through 90 minutes. And we're getting better. You can see we're getting better through games where, if we're in a tied game against Cal, we're coming back and scoring again. Tonight, VAR call, things looking a little shaky, and then we score again. So it's getting better in that aspect, and I think Virginia Tech's going to be a real test for us. I'm excited to play against them because they're undefeated, if I'm not mistaken. But they're coming down to Dallas, they're coming to Washburn, and we don't give teams an easy game when they come to Washburn. So ultimately, it's just keeping our mentality and really driving at them, and not having any fear, not having any type of hesitation.
Yeah. No addition to that. That was good there.